Hi guys, welcome. My name is Beatrice Ajayi. Here on my YouTube, I like to share what I get up to in my art studio. As I share some of my studio happenings for the week, I want to speak about being creative. Creativity is a journey. I think that will be my title for this segment. Creativity is a journey. I've been traveling on this creative road for a long time, since I was a child, and there have been many twists and turns, dramatic interruptions and revelations. I've grown to know myself through my experimentation, through my mediums, my processes. When I look back to the earlier stages of my creative journey, one thing is clear: I have improved. What does improvement mean in the context of creativity? Well, I can see the difference. I can compare physical artwork with my current work. I can see how I have learned about new mediums and processes. It is in the doing that we make and see the difference. If I hadn't started the journey, I wouldn't have reached my current destination. It really is in the doing. Of course, I could look back and be critical about my earlier work, or I could see the foundations that built to where I am. Part of my practice is to bring those pieces from the past into today's work as collage in my underlayers of my paintings. I kind of use them as supporting textures in an acknowledgement of the past and the very important history that the foundation of my process through time has provided me. I never want to forget how far I have come. There are still so many more roads to go down in this creative adventure. So look at your own creative experience, and you'll find in the short or long term that you'll notice a change in yourself. Don't be critical of the beginning, for in reality it is infinite. We are always learning. Lean into your creative journey. I promise there is a destination. It is just out of sight, beyond the horizon. So don't give up on your creative process, on what you've created so far, because all of that builds up to where you're going, and it will inform your work. And I just think it's amazing how if we're critical of our own work, it's not necessarily what other people see. And that was a valuable thing that I was taught by one of my lecturers when I was in my art and design foundation course. And he said to me specifically that we're not the critics of our own work because it's in the eye of the viewer. So your aim, I think, as a creative person is to dig deep into what it is you're doing with your passion, with focus, and enjoying the process as you do it. And so that is just a little bit about the creative journey. Thank you so much for listening to that, and I'll add some music to the remaining part of this studio video. And please do like and subscribe and press the notification button for weekly updates here on my channel. I do have a website and a link at the bottom of the screen or in my description details. So do also check out my last video, and you'll see the link in the top corner here. Take care and keep being creative, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.